What's up, y'all? Yeah, so I kind of just wanted to give another perspective on not being on social media. Honestly, I kind of think if you're watching this video, you're already the kind of person that you're not really someone that posts a lot. You might scroll a decent bit, but you're not somebody that actively posts on social media. And just in my humble opinion, I think you should stop I think you should stop social media in general. I think you should get off social media in general. Not just for the purpose of getting off and not having anything to do with your life, but at the end of the day, the only reason you're on there is to be entertained. You're not on there to really receive any benefit from being on social media. You're on social media to doom scroll, to find something that's going to increase some dopamine or serotonin in your brain, and you don't even know that. You're scrolling, you scroll, next video, one video after another. You really don't know what you're looking for. You just scroll and scroll because that's what your brain has taught itself to do when it needs its next laugh, its next dopamine spike. And I do this every year where I'll get off social media for at least 3 to 6 months. And I've always just done it because at some point I realized I'm just doom scrolling on social media for absolutely no reason. I'll get off social media, but typically I don't consider YouTube to be social media, but typically when I do it, I won't be posting on any other platform or anything else. I'll just be enjoying my life, doing my thing, completely tap back into my life, but I'm not really sharing the experience with anyone. And that's what I'm doing now, is just sharing my experience with you guys of what I'm experiencing not having Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, X, LinkedIn. These short form content platforms are damaging your brain. What I've realized since being off of them is that it's like I'm getting my attention span back. It's like I can actually pay attention to my own life and what's going on in my life and how to move forward in my own life instead of being constantly tapped into every person's life that I scroll past. And I don't know about you, if that's even something that you want, to be able to pay attention to yourself, do your thing, and make progress in your own life. If that's even something that you want to do. But I don't know if it's something you want to do, but if it is, I 100% submit to you that you make that move and get rid of the apps. And I promise you, at first, life is gonna be boring. It's like getting off the gas for the first time. You're like, this is weird. But over time, you naturally start to replace scrolling with something else. So typically I would scroll before I went to sleep, and I kind of just fall asleep scrolling. Lately I've been falling asleep reading a book. Typically I would get off work and scroll to kind of just wind down. Now I'll play chess on my phone. Which I feel kind of helps with my jujitsu, because I gotta think about strategically things going forward. So instead of scrolling, I'll play chess. Now I'm actually doing things that are developing my brain, my thought process, the way I think. Instead of I've even been limiting how much content I consume on YouTube. All the podcasts and audio books and all that kind of stuff. I've limited that to where now, let's say I get out of my class, my jiu-jitsu class, Like now, like I'll sit there for like maybe an hour and a half just thinking about like what I did the whole class, like how I got submitted, how did I get in this position, how did this person get out of my control, how did they unmount me? Like I'll think about all these things, and like literally like just like process like all the information so that the next class I can like go in with like a certain mind. Like I can go in knowing what I need to work on, or like the next little detail I need to just get that much better. I'll spend like the first hour to 2 hours at work just like thinking, like having my own ideas and processing my own ideas and the information I'm seeing. Like I just spend a whole lot more time thinking than I do consuming. And I think that's also what's like just making me feel like a lot more free in my head. Like I'm literally like slowly getting my life back. And I think I've been off social media for maybe, we're going into July, so it has to be at least two months now for sure. Because I deleted my social media right before I went on vacation, before my birthday, which is in May. So going on, not even 2 months, maybe a month and a half, somewhere around there. And I just slowly feel my life coming back. And I submit to you, if this is something that you want to try, if this is even a process that you want to go to, completely get off of it, man. I'm telling you, you're not missing out on anything. You're not missing out on anything. I promise you, you're not. Even this like stay in a loop, I downloaded this app called Straight Arrow News, which gives me like unbiased news updates every single day, which I enjoy to read, which keeps me updated on what's going on. But outside of that, man, like you're not missing anything on social media. Like realistically, all the people's lives, like all the people you follow on Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case may be, the people that you're keeping up with, they don't care about you and you barely care about them. It's just all entertainment. Once you understand the game, once you understand the content, when I started getting serious about like becoming a content creator and I started to understand the game, this is all entertainment at the end of the day. It's all entertainment. And once you start to understand that, it just makes sense in what I'm saying. The only reason you follow people and you're tapped in with their content is for entertainment purposes. Because only the top 1%, only 1% of people are gonna take the information and do something with it. Which means 99% of people are just watching to watch. They're just tapped in to tap in. And not gonna do nothing with the information. It's all entertainment, which is why I keep going back to say, tap back in with your own life. Do your own, man. Go outside, go for a walk, go to the gym, go learn a new skill, learn how to make some money, build a stock portfolio, do something that's going to get you ahead, that's gonna move the pendulum forward, that's gonna move everything forward instead of keeping you behind or even just like complacent with the people. Walking with the people is only going to get you where the people are going, and the people ain't going nowhere. Studies show that I think like the top 6 or 7% of people are invested in the stock market. So what does that tell me? That all the wealth is at the top, meaning 93% of people in the United States, 93 to 94% of people in the United States have no wealth. Stop walking with the people because the people ain't getting you nowhere. The majority is not getting you anywhere. So you can't keep doing what the majority are doing. And the majority are on social media doom scrolling, just like you're doing. You're not even posting. You don't even post. All you do is consume. You don't produce content. So just get off. Figure out your life. And before you get back on social media, figure out whether or not you want to produce on there or not. And if you don't want to produce on social media, if you don't want to start a business and use your social media to market your business, I would not advise you get on there. The females ain't even using social media for you. The females are using social media to get attention. You're not bagging anybody from it. You're not getting it. All you're doing is watching. That's all you're doing is watching and consuming. And I'm telling you, being a consumer ain't gonna get you nothing. I know this as a fact. I'm speaking from personal experience. This is all anecdotal evidence, mixed in with a little bit of stats. Consumption ain't gonna get you nothing whatsoever. Production is what gets you consumption. Producing is going to bring more into your life than just consuming. Consumption will only take things out of you. But when you produce, you're actively choosing to bring something out of you. And when you're doing that, you're adding value to the world brings value back to you in a way that consumption doesn't. And when I say I'm speaking from personal experience, I've been scrolling, just being on social media for absolutely no reason for almost half of my life since I've had a phone. Just consumption, consuming. Sometimes I don't even be liking people's stuff. I be watching their videos, reading comments, etc., etc. I don't comment. I don't even like the video. I just be watching to watch, which isn't a good thing. I gotta go to work. I could keep going and talking about this because this is something that I'm actually passionate about because of how often I've done these like social media breaks, these dopamine, social media breaks, these dopamine detoxes, because I think they work. I think they're amazing for your psyche, and I think it's good for you to get ahead, to become something new, which in reality that's what you want. You want to become your own being. You don't want to become a replica of somebody else, because that's not going to get you anywhere in this world. Becoming like no one can become the next Benjamin Franklin because of how separated from the pack he was. In the same way that no one can become the next Elon Musk, because nobody can be as good at being Elon Musk as Elon Musk can be good at being Elon Musk. And anybody that tries is going to be called a phony. You can only be the best version of yourself. And as you become the best version of yourself, become someone that other people cannot replicate. And if you do that, you will be in your own lane and will get more out of this world than you are now being a consumer. I got to go into work. That's all I have to say for now. We'll see you guys in the next video.